Cool. Right. Okay. So I thought what we could do is just start off by you just telling me a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Well, obviously, I'm Jamie. I work for Tourist Accountants. We mainly sort of have clients in the smaller turnover region. But we have a handful of sort of e-commerce ones now, which I've sort of slowly moving all over to make my box. But generally, we're just a smaller accounting practice in the Midlands.
Yeah.
I never know really how far to go into, so I'm talking about myself.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's okay. So going back to before Link My Books,
Yeah.
And when you were accounting for your sort of Amazon and eBay client sales, what did that process look like?
Endless downloading of payouts, multiple breaking down, filterings of lines, and hours of annoyance. It was just very long-winded, to be fair. We got the job done, but what took sort of say 6-7 hours previously is now like a 10-minute job.
Yeah,
that's what you want in life.
Yeah, that's perfect, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you didn't use any tools before Link My Books? It was all just done manually.
Yeah, I just did it. I literally just broke an Excel payout and reports down myself. Just that was the easiest way I knew at the time.
Yeah.
And I just sort of stuck with what I knew. And obviously MTD for that came in with the digital links, and it was me a kick on the backside and I had to figure something out. I looked at multiple different interfaces. Obviously Greenback are out there, A2X, and yourselves. But yeah, since I started using it in my box, it's just so simple. Just at the click of a button, and it's all done.
Yeah.
That's what you want in it, really.
So what made you choose Link My Books?
To be honest, the price point is fairly okay. It's quite generous. The fact that we get our own like accountant portal where we can list all of our clients, and then just the ease of how the payout comes into your portal. I literally just click process, and it's there and zero ready to be reconciled to the payout alongside the MTD attachment. It's all, it's just so time savings. That was the main thing. And it was just I added 2 new clients to Link My Book, say about 2 weeks ago, and this was the first time I was actually teaching a client how to do it. And I literally had a chat. I said, right, you log in, you do this, there you go, you're done. Because I've done the connection for him. All he's got to do is just push the payout. And he was just sort of astounded how, because when you say it's literally from an hour to like a couple of minutes, they don't believe you. And then when I showed him, he was like, wow. So it's always a winner then when the client's happy.
Yeah. So in terms of now, when you've got Link My Books, I know you said that previously it took like 6-7 hours and you've got it down to like 10 minutes. But what does the process look like now then when you're doing the bookkeeping for an Amazon or eBay client now?
For eBay, I sort of do them on a monthly basis. I'll log in, do their eBay, and just post all the payments in one hit, post all their Amazon in one hit, and then just go in and match them off.
Yeah.
It's literally just saved me so much time.
Yeah. And that just takes you like 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, 10 minutes, if that. Well, for one of the bigger clients who sell, say, tens of thousands, it's a little bit longer because there's obviously still some time in clicking.
Yeah.
But for the little ones, it's just a handful of minutes.
Yeah.
So I can't complain at that.
I don't know whether you know this also, but you can actually turn on total autopilot within the settings. So within settings and then settlement settings, you can actually turn on so that whenever a payout is received from Amazon, it's processed, your mappings are applied, and then it's just posted straight across to zero. So you would never actually have to log in and click send. It would just post them as they're coming in. And then all you would need to do is when you go across to the client's Xero account, you can just reconcile them onto the bank, and that's it.
I think, to be fair, I'm at a point now where I can probably put that on. At the front end, it was new, so I just needed to make sure it's set up how it should be.
Yeah.
But now I guess it's just a click of a button, is it? And then
and that's exactly the idea, is that we don't turn that on from the beginning automatically because we want people to be confident with the system. But then once they are, I think it makes sense for you to turn that on. The only time you wouldn't turn that on is if you've got a client who sells like mixed VAT rated goods. So if you've got someone who does like some 0 rated and some standard rated products, you'll have our product groups feature turned on. and we'll have created those different groups, but you have to tell us which products go in which groups. And so in theory, each time you send a settlement, you should first of all be checking to make sure all the product groups are up to date. Because if you've got new products that have come through and we don't know which one they go in, we'll put them in the default group, and that one just defaults to 20% VAT. So you could end up with some zero rated stuff in the 20% group. So that's the only time you wouldn't have the autopilot on.
I think at the clients that I've got, we're all sort of standard VAT on everything. So
yeah, just in case
that work okay then, to be fair.
Yeah. Cool. So in terms of, it sounds like you're pretty happy with Link My Books. That's good.
No complaints yet.
Yeah. Have you had any interactions with our support team, and what did that go like?
Yeah, I have to say I pestered them a fair bit, but at the front end, I had a lot of just questions on how stuff was working, stuff's not pulling through. Can you sort this, or do you do that? And for want of a better word, a live chat sort of thing, it's probably one of the best I've come across. Like if I go back to say Greenback, I ask a question and 5 days later I still haven't got a response. And then it just annoys you after a while. Then it probably was a decision, another factor on why I left. But yeah, I've never had a question not answered, which is good.
Yeah. And so the answers that you're getting through the support team are not only quick, but they're also knowledgeable, would you say?
Well, yeah, everything that I've asked, it's always had the right outcome. So I guess that's a win.
Yeah.
You ran for me.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. So just summing up here then, so this will probably be the one that I would use in marketing, just to give you the heads up.
Fine.
It would if you could sum up in a few sentences what you think of Link My Books and why you would recommend it to other accountancy practices.
Well, the main reason why I would recommend yourselves is for the fact that it's took bookkeeping time down from hours to minutes. Makes your life so much easier. And with, say, the auto posting, you can just let it do what it's got to do. You can just go in 2-0 and have all the pairs there ready for you. And everybody wants to save time. And the fact that you can actually view how it groups your invoices before you can post one across. So there's no way you should get wrong data.
No, that's great, Mace. That's really good. I think that you're right. I think that it is mainly about saving time, isn't it? And I think the added accuracy of knowing that all the right tax rates that you've selected are being applied to the correct transactions. It means that you also know that the client's VAT returns are going to be correct.
Yeah, it's just so user-friendly. It's not a clunky interface. It's just your payouts are listed and you've got a couple of buttons. It doesn't overcomplicate something that doesn't need to be complicated, I guess.
Yeah.
Especially from my point of view, like we do it for the clients that we kind of know what we're on about, but for the clients, I guess they'll see the same portal, and it makes it easy for them to understand as well.
Yeah.
This is a win for us, win for them.
Happy days.
But no, all is good so far, and with the fact that you got those other two platforms coming, it's only better for me.
Yeah.
You're out there to make my life easier.
Happy days indeed. Yeah, well, that was basically all I had for today, mate. Just to get an idea of your journey, and it sounds like it's been a positive one, so that's good to hear. And if you've got any questions, you know where the support team are. And I would just like to thank you once again for your time today, mate.
No worries. I'll speak to you again at some point soon, no doubt.
Yeah, sounds good. Have a nice rest of your day.
See you later, mate. Bye.
Bye.